All right, let's get the sound right, of course. All right, pop a one in, anybody. If you put a one, that means you hear me. All right, what's up, ladies? What's going on? It's your girl, Mad, aka Miss Archduchess, as usual. The one with the long name, the long reigning name on these YouTube streets. I'm officially an OG. That's what it is. So we're gonna let a few more people get up in here in this chat. All right, I posted the a couple of alerts, so y'all join this damn live when you see me on here. And as you come in, smash the damn like button. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, isn't it? We want to call it neighborhood and not hood. So I hope everybody's elevating up out of the hood. I know Mr. Rogers, is that his name, Mr. Rogers? He was weird, but he was trying to send black women a message. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Anyway, shout out to everybody in the chat. Sierra T, Goddess Y, Jeanette, Cherry W, Make It Happen, Manny, November Rain. Yes, pop on in. So this live is going to be what you see the title is. It's called Boy Mom Still Loving Them Thunz Too Much. And let me just do my little disclaimer. If you have a son, if you're a boy mom, good for you. I just want you to know there are some women out here who are still not doing right as boy moms. They're still not doing right. So we're gonna watch this video and express that. You already see the first clip. You see what it is. Shout out to you, Amarachi. All right. And here we go. We'll go ahead and hit this play. All right.
Young love. I remember that feeling. My first boyfriend.
That's his mom.
What?
That's not his girlfriend, that's his mom.
What? What?
I'm sorry, I don't know how you gonna react.
As you can see, we already starting out some damn drama. Becky jumping up on her son like that's her boyfriend, like that's her man. What is she doing? Why is she doing it like that? All right, let's watch that again. Doesn't that look like somebody's girlfriend? That's doing too motherfucking much. I think I'm gonna switch this mouse. Damn, this thing is dragging. All right.
Aw, young love. I remember that feeling. My first boyfriend.
That's his mom.
That's his
That's not his
mom.
girlfriend, that's his mom.
What? What?
I'm sorry, I don't know how you gonna react.
All right, straight up. That's too much already, right? I mean, it's one thing to look young, of course, and then look like, you can, some women can't help that they look young, but she can help jumping up on her son like that's her man.
Back to this, I'm your mom and you're my son, and I am falling in love with him. He said, are you really? I said, yes, I am. He said, you know what? I was scared to let you know too. I am too. He was too falling in love with me, with his mom, and I was falling in love with my son. And then we ended up talking, and we took off to the park, and we ended up asked him, will you ever date your mom? And he said, will you date your son? I said, honest truth, yes, I would. And I really want to be with them. It's kind of hard right now, but I don't care what people say because we're going through a lot right now. We tried to keep it a secret, but we couldn't do it no more because, my other kids found out. At first, they didn't like it. Then they started liking it.
Here it goes.
Oh my God. Like, that just went by my ears as if it were a commercial for something else. Like, there's no way she's talking about, like, being in love with her son. They are out here. There are mothers out here who are in love with their sons. With them damn Thunz. What the helly? Now, where in the world is that illegal? Because isn't that illegal somewhere? It should be. Mm-mm. All right, let's go.
Hello, Tima. I'm married to a boga, and it's been years he hasn't been home. All we do is video sex calls, exchanging of nudes, and some of these things to make us okay. There's a secret I hide from my husband until date. It's only my mother who knows about that. I have a son who's 13 years old. So ever since my boga left, any time
Just to give y'all a warning, this shit is about to sound weird. This is some weird stuff that's about to be said. So, when they do it weird in Africa, they do it real fucking weird.
I'm horny. In that week, I'll ask my mom to bring my son. I don't know if at that age, he really knows what we are doing. We have a term, suka susa damagabanta, meaning come and scratch ma's private part. So I've been doing this with my son for a very long time ago. I play with his little man and be using it to scratch my vagina. Sometimes I hold and put it inside when the feelings is unbearable. Good people, I know what I'm doing is ungodly and so wrong in the sight of God, but I feel it's better than cheating on my husband. I have become so addicted to my son at that age, and I love him so much. I sometimes see him as my husband. Tima, I need help. I need sincere advice. Even if you will insult me and advise me and judge me, please tell your people to get me advice, because my husband does everything to make me happy. $100 a month is far better than being divorced and going back to live with family. And I'm not growing younger too. Please, good people, I am your sister, and I come to you for advice remorsefully. Please help me. Wow, what a story.
Guys, so come and look.
That bitch don't want no help. That was nasty. That was disgusting. Scratching parts with the little man. I don't even want to repeat that. That was just disgusting and wicked and weird. Hopefully it gets less weird, right? Like the video just starts out being weird. What the hell? Throw these Thunz away before you feel like you need to play.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those who are new, my name is Lisa, and judging from the title, I know you already know what we are going to talk about. So I won't talk much in the beginning. I'll let you guys watch, and I'll come back with my commentary at the end, because this one is a wild one.
Yeah.
You're not in competition with any woman for your son's affection, for your son's love. Not his girlfriend, not his future wife, none of that. These are the kind of women that interrupt the gender reveal because they want to be the first one to hug their son. These are the monster-in-laws who cannot help but act like there is no girl good enough for their son. She wants to do his laundry. She wants to cook and clean for him, even if he has a wife. These are the moms that don't know how to cut the cord. These are the moms that sabotage every relationship he has with another woman because you're jealous of her. Some of these boy moms come across as creepy. You can love your son, but don't cross the line. Why are you even insinuating that you are in competition with a future girlfriend or a future wife? That's not your job, and that's not your role. These are the kind of women that always try to make their son feel like you got to choose between me or her. Why is it even a competition? There's nothing wrong with loving your son, but being jealous of a future girlfriend or a future wife as his mother comes across as creepy. I'm sorry.
Mums fancy their sons, and I mean fancy their sons, and they don't know it.
When I tell you this couldn't be nothing further from the truth, like a lot of parents actually don't.
This one goes fast. Let me back up this. Hold up. Let's get to the one that came right after her. Let's see what it says. She's talking about emotional incest because all of this is like weird shit.
As creepy, I'm sorry.
Mums fancy their sons, and I mean fancy their sons, and they don't know it.
When I tell you this,
oh, she was just saying a lot of moms. To me, she's saying they fancy their moms, they fancy their sons, and they don't know it. So in a way, that's like saying, not only do they not know it, they would never admit it. And it's kind of like that warped thinking about things the way they want to think about it instead of the way it really is. I suggest women make a damn list. What does it look like to love your son? What does it look like to love your man? Because it better be two different damn lists. I think that's good. That's good. That's a good suggestion, right? Like, I'm not a mom. I don't have kids. All right. I'm a matriarch of my own, in my own right, but I don't have children. But I think that would be good for like women to let me write down what does a hug, what do I want a hug to look like? What do I want? What sounds like a jealous girlfriend if I talk to him about his woman or his wife or his baby mama? What would make me sound like I'm a jealous girlfriend and not know it? Damn, I'm so fucking brilliant, man. I be coming up with this shit. Like, just to with a shit that, like, just to, this video is going to help you see what you need to do and not do. But then I think it's like help you, like, make sure you don't do, like, don't be in denial with yourself. Beat these people to the punch. You know what I'm saying? Take man's advice. All right.
Couldn't be nothing further from the truth. Like, a lot of parents actually don't realize that they do fancy their sons, and I'm not even joking. Like, I've seen so much favoritism when it comes to sons, and oh my gosh, my son is this, oh my gosh, your son's that. Or especially when the son gets a girlfriend, like, protect my son or else, which is of course normal for African parents to say, or just parents in general. Like, it's normal for parents to say. But even that whole discussion with who should sit at the front, the girlfriend or the mom, me personally, I don't mind, because at the end of the day, you know what I mean, your mom gave birth to you and all those things there. So there's a thing where if you feel like she should sit at the front, then that is completely fine. Like, I'm on board with it. Like, your mother should be like everything to you. But some scenarios I've seen, when the son's spending more time with the girlfriend, like, you've took my son away from me, this woman's a demon. Like, I've just seen so many scenarios.
No, that's another thing. You don't have to tell some woman that she's taking your son away. In fact, you should be glad. Tell her to take him some more. To the point where you hardly see his ass. Like, I just want to encourage y'all out here, because I can't, nobody, you didn't know, women don't know whether they're going to have a boy or girl. There is a way to kind of predict that or kind of control that a little bit. But, yeah, let these little chicks take these men off your hands. Like, be glad.
Scenarios where parents actually don't understand that they actually fancy their son, and they don't look at their son as their son. They look at their son as their partner, especially when they don't have a partner. Like, you can generally see dynamics which I don't feel like are normal when it comes to being a mother and that being your son.
Shaming culture.
Also, I really do think that there's a lot of religious reasons, not that the women are religious or anything, but I think there's a religious thing about it's patriarchy, but it's also, this patriarchy that covers a lot. Okay. And then under that it's like religion, like, and then you got the sun outside, literally. Like, I know that sounds crazy, but I have always thought, I don't know if anybody else has thought this, but I've always thought, like, people like saying sun because sun, the son of God, the sun outside that, we all need to live and survive. And so I just think and because of ancient sun worshippers and all of this kind of merging in with the word sun, I think they should call them Thunz or boys or that boy, like something like that. That XY. If you stop saying the word sun, then maybe that will take away some of the prestige, the bullshit, the fuckery. That's literally what I'm like on. Like, I don't think people should say sun anymore. That sounds really far out, but that's where I think women are just we're gonna have to revoke that word from a lot of these boy moms so that they can stop unconsciously programming themselves. Are y'all on? Let me see. Damn. Put some in the chat so I know y'all there, because I had a tech issue before I got on, and I'm just checking before we go any further. Yeah, what can we call them besides son? Yeah, and I know this video, I'm gonna play more of it, and but I gotta tell you, this shit, it triggers me, so y'all know I stop the video and talk every now and then. But this shit is triggering. It's triggering. All right, let's go. I'm gonna just play more and just try not to stop the shit.
For men that are close to their mothers. They're called mama's boys.
In this podcast, this guy says that there's a shaming culture for mommy's boy. Let me tell you, a woman has no problem. If anything, a woman is happy with a guy who has a good relationship with his mom. The problem is, when he's a mommy's boy, 9 times out of 10, mama is looking at her son like her husband, and she begins to treat her son like her husband. And when a woman is in a relationship with this type of man, mama tends to control that relationship. Mama tends to call the shots in that relationship. Mama is then competing with the wife in that relationship, and mommy's boy doesn't know what to do about it. He doesn't know how to put his mom in her place. He doesn't know how to take the lead. He's depending on mom to make certain decisions in the marriage, and his wife will just end up getting frustrated. It's a beautiful thing for a mom, for a son to have a good relationship with his mother. But when he begins to play a husband role in his mother's life, that's a recipe for disaster.
A boy mom can't imagine her 19-year-old baby boy beginning to date because, in her words, I was his first love. The mom posted to Facebook revealing her sorrows about her beautiful baby boy, who was in fact a 19-year-old grown man, and his desire to date. This mom says she just can't imagine another girl. Where do we begin with this? This mom didn't receive any consolation or validation. Most people were bewildered that she was so upset about her, again, adult son wanting to date. When the post was shared on X, one person called this out as emotional incest because children shouldn't be made to feel responsible for their parents' feelings, especially when it's romantic in nature. Others urged this mom to seek professional help, but she didn't believe that her obsession with her adult son was strange. She even called out other moms for not having the same relationship with their sons as her son is her best friend. #BoyMomStrong. Parents should not be jealous when their children start dating, especially if they don't start dating until 19 years old. It's completely normal for a mother to love her children and want to protect them even when they're grown, but it's not normal to love them to the point of jealousy when they date. Instead of jealousy, offer guidance and support when they become interested in dating. Look out for them in an appropriate, non-creepy way, and treat their partners with respect. Moms, allow your children to leave the nest and experience all that life has to offer without holding their hand every step of the way. And this should go without saying, but he is your son, not your boyfriend.
Our mama taught us how to be their man that they want.
Bro, hey, I had to pull over for this one, real talk. Everything he said was 100% on point. My mama raised me, God rest her soul. My mama told me out of her mouth, I'm going to raise you to be the man that I've always wanted. And there's a lot of young men out here in this society who is the man that they mama want, but you didn't raise him to be a husband. So yes, he take care of home, he pay bills, he's a good father with his kids, but he wasn't raised to be a husband. He was raised to be your man. And everything I did was in honor of my mama. And I love my mom dearly, but I want to tell y'all right now, sons need the balance of fathers. I don't care what nobody says. He needs the balance of fathers. So we got to flip the script right now because, man, I was my mama's man.
I don't know if y'all seen like those moms that are like obsessed with their son like way too much, bro. Like, I'm not saying you can't love your son. I'm not saying you can't, show compassion, show a lot of, emotions of like about your son or like to your son. But like, I see a lot of moms like treat their sons as if like that's their like man or like that's their like husband or boyfriend or so. And it's especially those single moms, and like it's kind of sad and weird because in a way they're trying to like make that person their like to fill in the gap for their like their husband or so. It's just kind of weird, bro. And like it's mostly like, no disrespect, like I can say this by my own race, I mostly see that in like single black moms who really do that shit. Like they kind of like make their sons into like their husband in a way. And like there's like, it's not even them, it's literally also like some siblings. Like I see some sisters that like be posting about their brothers or their cousins. Like they'll take mirror picture with them, have a whole highlight dedicated to them. I'm not saying you can't love them, but like it gets to a point where it's just so fucking weird, and like you can't ignore it, bro. Like, I remember this girl, she would basically, like, post so much shit about her cousin, bro. Like, you would fucking think that, like, that's her man, like, that's her boyfriend or some shit like that. Like, you would literally think that they're dating, but that was literally her cousin. Like, had a whole highlight dedicated and, like, put a hard eye shit, taking mirror pictures. Like, that shit was so weird. I was like, bro, I'm gonna have to unfollow this person, because that's some Alabama type shit, bro. I'm not even gonna lie with you, bro.
Women who...
Okay, so see, based on what that boy just said, no bueno, no bueno. You can't win or lose with these males, because he just did a whole rant complaining about black women who love their sons, and of course he was talking about it in a way, the theme of the video, loving them thuns a little too much, because they don't but see, he put it on the single moms. I think it's a black woman thing, married, single, whatever, divorced, widow. I think they just don't like their moms, and they don't like their moms to love them whether they're married or not. Like, they want to use their moms when they need them, but they don't want that black woman mama, period. And I don't know why black women just don't see that. Well, they see it. They just throw themselves on these fucking boys. Fuck these thuns.
raise boys and men without a father in the picture. Those who know. Electra complex. Obviously, we'll draw...
Because I've seen these males betray their mothers when they're married, when their moms are married. So please, let's get that one thing straight, because you're going to hear that a couple of times throughout this video. So that's not, I don't agree with the bullshit. I don't know what she's saying right here.
Raise boys and men without a father in the picture. Those who know. Electra complex. Obviously, we'll draw the line at, like, physical incest, but you want your son to take the place and fill the void of a partnership for a man in your life. And so what happens is he takes that role where it's like, oh, this is my partner in a sense, because he feels that void where we're going out, we're doing things, it's male energy, right? And then what happens is another woman comes into the picture. She's threatening your position. It's like, who does hoe, right? But you can't reconcile it because you're his mom. Moms struggle with relinquishing the role of who the woman and the primary person in that man's life is going to be. In healthy dynamics where the mom is married and the mom is in a happy relationship with their partner, this doesn't happen. When the mom is married and in a healthy dynamic with their partner, this doesn't happen.
See, she said that, and I don't agree with that. I think that this happens. This is a black woman thing, the preference their sons, give their sons all this fucking fun love and all of that. Thug love, thunning, and they don't know how to separate the boundaries. And so I feel like just say, for example, just say for, like, if your family gets together for a holiday, you shouldn't always have your sons at your fucking holidays. Like, they need to go on with their fucking life. They need to go on with these baby mamas and these wives, or these hoes and these pick-me's or whatever they got, and let them feel the bottom of the barrel, how empty their lives are, without mooching off of you emotionally. That's what I think women should do. I think women should set some boundaries around these relationships. So, and this will give a lot of mothers a chance to see how empty their lives are too, without these sons. See, I'm all about testing it out for real. Like, I mean, I'm all about forcing black women to get this shit together, have some accountability. Did y'all understand what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, like, if you have a son that's coming around, he's grown, he's already out here doing his thing, make him be on his own emotionally for special occasions, holidays, food, money, whatever they're doing. Like, just make them be out here struggling. Let them do that. Because I guarantee you, I've also seen some men who put their moms in nursing homes, or who didn't take care of their moms when they got sick. So a lot of women have to figure out, like, okay, what am I going to do? Am I trying to be friends with him so he can help me when I get old and unable to take care of myself? Or am I doing this because of what? You fix your reason for why you're clinging to him, and you fix the reasons for why he's clinging to you. Fix it. Fix the shit. I don't want to go too hard because I can go real hard on this topic. I'm more into making these males, these Thunz, stand on their own 2 feet, emotionally, culturally, socially, and so many other ways. Get them out of the house. Make them live with their bad choices. Don't let them mooch off of your energy. That's what too many mothers do. All right, let's just keep going.
There are mother-in-laws that are like, I don't want my daughter-in-law to enjoy my son when I didn't enjoy my husband.
Yeah.
So the enjoyment that I didn't do with my husband, I want to be spoilt by my son.
My opinion on women raising men to be gentlemen is them wanting to be the boyfriend that they don't have.
And you see what I'm saying? They keep putting single mothers up here. That's not. Ugh, I just hate how black people do shit like that. This is not because it's not going to fix anything if they only blaming single mothers for treating their sons like boyfriends. That's not, and they're so focused on that in these videos. So it makes you wonder, like, who gives a damn? I don't give a damn if she treat him like a boyfriend or a best friend. The point is, kick his ass out, make him deal with his life. That's the focus. I don't really, you know what I mean? Like, what? Because this is just, oh.
Why do I keep hearing men say that?
Because the simple fact is women have an ideal image of what a man is. And so women oftentimes project their ideal image of a man onto their son, on how they want a man to be, based upon the man that they do not have in their life.
So if you have a brother, when did you realize that your mom loves him more than you? I'll go first. So I live in Atlanta. My mom's in Haiti and my brother is somewhere in South Florida, right? And one day my mom hits me up, which she does very rarely. She talks to my brother all the time though. She hits me up and she was like, have you heard from Eddie? Now, my brother is 10 years older than me. I'm like, no, we don't talk. Like, he actually hates me because he resents you and I for taking over his childhood since he had to watch over me since I was 10. Except I didn't say any of that. I just said, no, I haven't heard from him. What's up? And so she's like, I'm worried. I haven't heard from him. I'm like, what do you mean? He said, usually when he's done at the club, he lets me know when he makes it home. He sends me pictures of the road. And then he sends me a text because he knows I'm up late. And so I'll be up. So my brother, a little backstory. My brother is in the club world. He works with promotion. Sometimes he'll do bar back at certain clubs. He do a lot of little shit. He be in the streets. Okay. He is the streets. Okay. So, obviously nightlife, late, my mom's up. Cool. That's their little bond. Right. And so she's like, yeah. And this time he didn't write me. He didn't let me know he came back. I'm like, I'm sure he's fine. I'm sure he's fine. And so she's like, well, let me know if you hear from him. I'm like, whatever, right? So I don't care because I'm just like, I'm sure the motherfucker's fine. And my great aunt, I have plans to go visit her. So my great aunt lives here in Atlanta or whatever, in the Atlanta area. So I'm excited to visit her. She doesn't know I'm gonna come up because I usually just pop up on her. But she calls me and I'm like, ah. And if y'all know anything about these old people, they don't call you no more, baby. Or at least I don't know if it's just a Caribbean thing. They're like, you call me. And so they fingers don't work. So I use my fingers to call her usually. But this time she calls me, so I'm all excited. And so I'm like, Tati, I was just coming to see you. I'm coming. I'll be there soon. So I'm all happy, feeling all desired and wanted and stuff. So I get there and I'm like, hugs, kisses, whatever. Sit with her to chat about 80-year-old things. How's your hip? She's doing the little whoop first, and then she's like, have you heard from your mom? And I'm like, yeah, she hit me up earlier. Why? Because now I'm realizing, no, Marsha, you weren't loved and desired, and she wanted to see you today. She literally had a conversation with your mom, and now they're both worried. And so I'm like, yeah, I talked to her earlier. She's like, she can't find Eddie. And I'm like, I'm sure he's okay. So she walks away, and I'm just like, so I have her. She comes back into the kitchen, right? I'm on my phone. I'm just like, whatever. I sent him a text. I was like, bro, where you at? Right? Because you got the Haitian people. You got them worried, okay? You got the Gumman worried, okay? You got the old people worried. And so she comes and she's on the phone and she said, here. And I'm like, hello? It's my mom crying. He's doing something happened to him. Oh my God, I'm well. Oh my God, oh Jesse. And I'm like, mom, calm down. And I'm besides myself because I'm like, not me being literally a girl. I'm literally just a girl. I have a vagina. And she has never ever expressed concern for my whereabouts. Did you make it home safe? How was work? Are you okay? Or you went out with your friends? When would you be back home? None of that. But she be on my brother like click, 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 click. She doesn't hear from him. She's going crazy. She's literally in tears. And I'm like, I live alone. Okay. So I'm just like, I'm really taking it in. And so I'm like, all right, now, because now I got to put the cape on like I always do and save the goddamn day. So I said, okay, mom, I have his location. I'll look into it. So boom, FBI mode on. I'm zooming in on that location and it's giving South Beach. So I'm like, okay, maybe he's still at his friend's house. I'm asking questions and she's like, oh, I don't know. I don't remember. Sometimes he has a friend, but I don't know. But like where I'm at, I call some places that I think he might be at. Cause sometimes a nigga do concierge. Haitians have like 80 jobs, right along with Mexicans and Jamaicans and Nigerians. Okay. So I'm like calling. They're like, no, we don't know anyone by that name. And I'm like, this is interesting because this is where his location is. So now I'm over here doing deep detective work for like 45 minutes while my mom's like still going crazy. And like, I'm like, please keep her away from me. I'm focused. Then I look at my brother's location again. I'm updating the shit. Why he in the Biscayne Bay? Like, in the ocean, like in the water. So I'm looking, I'm like, uh-oh, this can't be good. So now I'm thinking about how the cartel must have been mad because my brother was talking to one of their bitches and they done got him, chopped him up and tossed him in the sea. So I'm refreshing his location like crazy because now I'm getting anxious because now my mom's anxiety has projected onto me and now it's my business. Like the location went away. So now I'm like, oh my God, he's down at the bottom of the sea and I can't even pick up his location anymore. But eventually I hear from him, right? And I'm like, bitch. Cause and he's like, yo, she get on my nerves. I'm like, oh,
look at that.
The tea is hot. What did you say? He's like, no, man, she fucking tripping, dog. I'm like, Eddie, she was worried about you. Man, for what? Like, I'm grown as hell. Like, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh. He eventually called, he texted her to let her know, like, yeah, I'm good. Real short. Didn't return none of her calls, none of that. And so I call him and I'm like, yo, are you for real right now? He was like, yo, man, she be tripping. And I was like, yo, she was worried about you. Yo, but she stayed doing some annoying spot, dog. Where's my son? Where's my son? Like, bro. And I'm like, so I call my mom. You think she answered the phone?
No.
So I'm like, is this your king? This is your king? He thinks you're annoying for checking on him. You don't even check on my whereabouts and I'm calling you and you don't even call me back? She texted me instead and was like, hey, what all is well. And I'm like, so you good now? What am I, chopped some liver? Like,
right.
What? The way I felt in that moment, and y'all, I don't get triggered around Mother's Day anymore. Mommy issues, daddy issues. I'm very much detached in the healthiest way because I was in therapy. I do this work with my clients. So I understand that in order to get to a place where you're no longer triggered by things like this, you have to detach. You have to do the work. You have to do the coaching and the consulting to understand what it means to actually detach. I'm detached because she did the same thing to him today, where he was coming back from Thailand and she didn't hear from him. And she was like, hello, because when he was going there, he was like hitting her up consistently. And then he changed his pattern up on her. Virgo men, I'm telling you, she's an Aries, but Virgo men, I'm seeing a fucking pattern, okay? And so she's like, hey, we're like, I'm not hearing from you. And this time he said, stop the nonsense, okay? I'm like, oh, no, you did not say that to our mother. She's in her 60s. Oh, but I'm just kind of here like, damn, a lot of women will be so toxically loyal to men and just like look down on their daughters and look down on like other women and not even realize where they're being mistreated by men. It's like, my brother doesn't even like really like appreciate your motherly antics to check in on him that you somehow conveniently don't tap into when it comes to me. He doesn't even appreciate what you're doing. And he will tell you to your face, stop the nonsense and get real fresh with you. But that's still your king. That's still your number one. Yeah. It's just another day in the life of being a Caribbean daughter. What about you?
What are the different?
That's some shit, right? I mean, that's just damn right disrespectful. It's unfair, it's disrespectful, it's evil, if you ask me. The bias, the way the mom kissing this nigga's ass. And all he says is, stop the nonsense. He has no respect for his mother, no regard. And the way she disregards her own daughter. We've talked about this stuff, but it's just, I like to revisit because I'm seeing things on TikTok and I'm going, wow. Wow. That's just so fucking disrespectful. And yeah, so the mothers, y'all getting called out for it. The mothers that are out in the TikTok world, Instagram, wherever they're at, they're getting called out. You don't do that. And you can't fake it, right? Like these women can't fake their love for their daughters worth a damn. So don't go around faking it. If you don't feel it, don't fake it. That's worse. That's worse than the disrespect and the disregard of the daughters. And I think the young lady definitely needs to stop enabling the the cycle, right? Like, don't even feed into when her mom stopped worrying about Eddie. Eddie, is you okay? It was like this. What is this? The Michael Jackson Eddie, is you okay song? Is you okay, Eddie? Oh man, you've been hit by a smooth criminal. Okay, I wish I had the song and that it wouldn't get copyright stuck to my channel, cause I'd play it. I'd play it. Damn it, he's been struck by a smooth criminal. That's us. We're the smooth criminal. Fuck Eddie. And all right. Let's see what this is. But I'll be honest, y'all. I'm gonna before we go to this one, I don't think a lot of mothers make it through the adolescent years of having daughters very well. Because girls can be bitches. I mean, let's stop faking. Okay, I'm not gonna be fake on this motherfucking live. You thought I was? I'm not. Girls can be bitches, and it's very difficult for a lot of women to deal with that. And yeah, girls have a way of going through puberty, and they go through this bitch mode. And by the time they come out of that little bitch mode, their moms have pretty much detached. Just like that girl said she detached from her mom, it can also happen where the girls detach from their moms who are trying to bond with them. So it is what it is, though, right? Like, this is not easy. And, boys can be dumb, slow, and stupid, and doofus, and immature, and childish, and babyish for too long. And girls can be like, just the whole nature of the body, right? Growing up, going through puberty. You carry a baby as early as 5th and 6th grade for some women, and some young girls. And so it's a whole nother ball game. It's a whole nother ball game. But moms can't be giving up out here on these girls, and you have to force these girls to want to be loved and nurtured and doted on by you. You have to tell them that's what's you have to let them know what time it is. And when these girls start throwing bitch fits, just tell them. Like, no, you're still a little girl. You're still a young lady. You need my covering. Don't push me away, because that's not okay. We don't give a fuck if Eddie's okay. We care about if you're okay. Okay, Eddie's going to jail eventually, or he's going to get him a white whale from Walmart. So he'll be set either way. But you got to climb the corporate ladder. Okay? You're going to end up having to do a whole lot more work. So let's get you right. All right. Let me see. Let me play this shit.
Differentials between how you raise your boys and how you raise your daughter.
Yeah. I love being a boy mom.
Hashtag boy mom.
It's like a different kind of bond. I'm gonna say, having a girl and 2 boys, the bond is so different. I love my daughter, but they're like my loves.
But
you know what I'm saying?
This bitch said, I love my daughter, but they're like my loves. See, I blame this all on the world of adult men. Adult men for being losers, for being cheaters, beaters, for being on the down low, for being not holding down jobs, for being cheapskates, for having criminal records. Like, I blame some men for having fantasies of wanting more than one woman, just for being fake and religious, because this is how women end up stupidly, with all of the abuse and all of the lack of loyalty that men show women and all of the dragging years, they still flip the script and give in to it and say dumb shit like this woman. She said, I had a girl, but the boys are my love. Let's hear that stupid shit.
So different. they're like I love my daughter, but they're like my loves. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little more lenient with her. Like, she's my little queen. But my boys, I am harder on them. I am, but in a different way. They love me so much and they just come to me. They just want to smush me. And, like they'll still cuddle with me. And, like it's just a different bond.
Do you know what the science?
Stupid, stupid, stupid. Now she needs to get some plants or some dogs or cats her damn self. Okay. That's just ridiculous. My boys will come in. What did she say? Cuddle? Get out of here with that. They're not doing what they're supposed to do at that point in life. I can see sons hugging their moms, but all this cuddling stuff, come on, get out of here with that. That's something that they're supposed to be doing with a wife. And if they would do halfway decent shit as men, they wouldn't need all of this extra love and affection from their fucking mothers. This is how we let men off the hook as women. No, don't cuddle with them. Make them go outside and scrub the parking lot. That's what you do with boys. Get a toothbrush and some dish detergent and clean the sidewalk, nigga. Find something to do besides hugging and squeezing on your mama, bitch. Every time you think of something, when you think of how much you love your sons, go look in your closet where all your cleaning shit is. If you're single, go ahead and get your damn toolbox out. Make that nigga watch 5 YouTube videos. How to fix some shit that ain't even broke. It ain't broke, mama. Well, go fix it anyway. Take it apart and fix it. You ain't gonna be sitting up in here looking at me putting on lipstick all day. Let's call a spade a spade. See, I couldn't be no damn mama to no boys because they would be the hardest niggas on the planet. Everywhere they go, they will be cleaning the fuck up, fixing shit. When they run out of shit to fix, they'd be knocking on the neighbor's door asking if they can fix some shit. Come on, mothers. That's what I'm telling. I'm real militant about what a man should be, damn it. And one thing he ain't gonna be is hugging and squeezing up on me, and he don't know how to fucking fix a car. He don't know how to cut the grass. He don't know how to clean the windows. He don't know how to fix a flat on a tire. Or fix a flat tire. All right. This nigga's gonna be doing a lot of shit. You understand what I'm talking about? He'd be pushing the car, even if it's full of gas. I'd be like, well, just imagine if the car was out of gas, what would you do, son? All right, I'm in there. I'm turning the wheel. Push this shit. I got 5 more miles to go. Push it. He'd be back there pushing the car. Oh yeah. Don't go easy on him. I see you can't have men not knowing what to do with their free time. Because all they're going to do is run around looking for pussy every few minutes. So don't do that to yourself, moms. Don't do that. And don't make them think it's all about going to college and getting an education. There's a shortage of men who know how to fix elevators. Make their ass go fix the elevator. Okay? Get a book. Tell them to order the shit from Amazon. I don't know what I'm doing, Mom. Well, just tell them to turn the power off in the building so you don't get electrocuted. And then just, figure it out. If this elevator stopped, what would you do? How would you save mommy? You say you love me, right? How you gonna save mommy? This nigga would know how to swim for like 45 minutes to an hour straight. No breaks. That's what I'm saying. The mechanic, the bodyguard, the conductor, the electrician, the plumber. Oh, hell. Yeah. Oh, yeah. When he gets out of school, I take him up there to the fucking the Amazon fulfillment center. And I just make him so let my son get in there and walk around. Put some boxes together, pack some shit for y'all. Oh, yeah. Come on. Make them do something. You can't have no boys and just let their ass sit around and play no damn games. Nope, 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 nope. Because they're gonna think no woman's better than you because you sat up there and let them play. When a real woman needs them to grow up and be a man, they're gonna love you more because you sat there and let them play too damn much. All right, so anyway, I mean, I'm really into that one there.
It says, yeah, go on. I've said this before. I'm going to say it again. So, yeah, you have those mothers who are like obsessed and no one's ever going to be good enough for their son, blah, blah, blah. Because basically, apparently the science is they were unfulfilled in their relationship. They didn't ever really get the man of their dreams. They just got like, a nice man, a good husband, whatever.
They weren't obsessed with him.
So basically, when they have a son, it's their opportunity to make their son into the man of their dreams. They make him very polite, very respectful, just like in their eyes, like good as gold, can do no wrong, the perfect man.
Would marry him if
she could.
The son.
So then it's like the point that no girl will ever be good enough. And then it's like the mothers, of course, spend all these years, building their sons into these what they see as amazing men. And then a girl comes in and takes them away. So they get to reap the rewards and not the mother. So that's apparently the science behind it.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but stop treating your son like he's your fucking husband. Like he's your man. That shit is so unattractive and fucking played out. And it makes you look like so much of an unfit mother. It really does, sweetheart. Stop treating your son, like I said, like he's your spouse, like he's your husband, like he's your man.
Your mama is holding you back.
And no woman should ever do more for her son than her man. That's lame too. So it's like, look, whatever y'all gonna do for Father's Day, I hope you got good fathers. If you don't, buy him a Coke and a smile or something like that, and then just take the Coke and then pour a little bit of it in your son's cup. That's it. Like it's just nothing should be even Steven with these niggas. Like none of that. No.
And you need to get away from her. You see a lot of single moms do this. They like to treat their sons like they their husbands. And that's wrong. You see, your daddy left, your stepdaddy left, and her boyfriend left. So she's relying on you for that masculine energy. But that's not your role. You are her son. You have your own life to live. But you see, as men coming from single moms, we're conditioned to feel bad. We're conditioned to feel guilty.
They say when God...
Doesn't it feel like everybody just like... When I look at this boy with all these tats, I'm like, he's fussing because, okay, you got to see it from my kind of twisted point of view, but it's like he's fussing at us because they need the dick around. I don't want to say the father, nothing like that. I want to say just how I said this shit. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but look at this. It's like, what is he fussing about? Your mama had you. She raised you. You obviously... You're not, I don't know where he's at. He could be in prison. Hell, look at him. He's got a do-rag on and all these tats and stuff. He could be in prison. I don't know. But assuming that he's not, you made it out okay. Your mama had you. She raised you. So you're still sitting here bitching. Single moms use their sons for masculine energy. How the fuck do you don't have masculine energy if you are, listen, ladies, that's why I say make them work 24 hours a day, even in their sleep. And so, don't worry about it. Like, single moms use their sons for masculine energy. This is that whole mindset of like somehow men think they're the prize to even claim to have some masculine energy that your mom wants to use from you. Like, nigga, are you stupid or crazy? He's probably got the least amount of masculine energy. He's got earrings on, a do-rag. He's all tatted up, looking for attention. Like, that's... He's the furthest thing from masculine. If he shaves his rat mustache off, this is a bitch. This is Big Thelma. This is light-skinned Big Thelma. Like, I'm tired of. That's the thing about it. Women have bought into this lie and this myth that men have this masculine energy. No, they're just stronger than you. There's no masculine energy. They're weak. They're watered down. That's why they're always bitching and moaning about what women are doing. They bitch about their own mother for having them. Instead of being man enough to fuss about how their dirty daddies ain't shit. cowards. You see how cowardly these punks are? You coming at your mama, talking about mamas. Single moms like to treat their husband. That's because you're sitting there wishing that you were the prize. You're wishing you were the prize. You feeling special because your daddy left you? So you want to take it out on your mom like a bitch? This whole culture of beating single mothers down is a bunch of bitch made people. And like, for me, really, that's the only reason why I wish Black women wouldn't worry about being single mothers anymore, is because people don't appreciate single mothers, and they want to get up here and backstab their fucking moms. Because if your dad knew you wasn't gonna be shit, he was a little bit smarter and selfish. He was more selfish and smarter in that way. He got out. He knew you wasn't gonna be shit, nigga. So you sitting here bitching about your mom? That's so gay to be sitting here talking about single moms use their sons for masculine energy. Ugh. No. I wish I would. I wish I would. Y'all, kick these niggas out.
You have your own life to live. But you see, as men coming from single moms, we're conditioned to feel bad. We're conditioned to feel guilty.
They say when God gives...
And you're conditioned to feel guilty by other men. Address those men who make y'all feel bad for coming from single mothers. Women don't talk to the world about how these men ain't shit that come from single mothers. I mean, we know that a lot of the niggas ain't. But that's not because they come from single mothers. That's just because they ain't. Shit.
gives you a son, it's because you...
Let's back this up again. Let's see. Maybe...
Bad. We're conditioned to feel guilty.
They say when God gives you a son, it's because you deserve to know who love is.
I have no problem with a mom being her son's first love. We are the first woman that ever loves on them. We are the first woman that they ever create a connection with. But I have a problem with women feeling like your son is your first true love.
I don't agree with her on that. I don't agree with the mother being the first love of the son. You can't have it both ways. See, that was some slick pick-me-shit shit that shouldn't have even been said, some mammy shit. Let's see what she says, because did y'all catch that? She don't have a problem. Let's back this up, because that's some slick shit to say too.
First love. I have no problem with a mom being her son's first love. We are the first woman that ever loves on them. We are the first woman that they ever create a connection with. But I have a problem with women feeling like your son is your first true love. What happened to the daddy? Your child's father wasn't your first true love? So why are we having babies with him? But I digress. I don't have a problem with our moms teaching our sons how to properly love a woman, in the sense of, son, get this water for mama, because a woman is not supposed to carry heavy things. But we're teaching our sons that so that they can leave us and cleave to their wives. We are teaching our sons how you are to love a woman properly.
No, I'm teaching them that so they can get the fuck out of the house. I don't care who they love after that. Get the hell out of the house. Go make your own way. So see that, and y'all know a lot of, because most black women would have very good husbands who are black men if black women sincerely believe what she's actually saying. Sorry if I'm cutting that off in the middle of y'all trying to understand what she's saying. Let me know if you want me to play that back. But she's setting it up as if that's really what black women are going to do. The whole point of this is that black women are not going to be these mammy pick-me-shit type of mommies. These boy mama fun-loving chicks are not going to train their son to love a woman so that he can go out and get a black woman. So first of all, they don't even know how to raise these boys. All right? They don't know how to teach black men how to love. First of all, and I'm going to tap way back on that Afrocentricity. They don't know how to teach their black boys how to love being black. And if you can't do that, you can't teach that little nigga to love a black woman. Because all them niggas do is see race. That's all they do is see color and they don't like it. They don't like being black. So you can't teach them how to get how to pick this damn 24 pack of water up so that he'll learn how to do that for his wife or girlfriend. Because when he's picking up, he's going to be hating your ass. That's why I said, don't give a fuck. As long as he know how to do the shit, you're just my purpose of him doing the things that he needs to do, like cleaning a parking lot, is because he needs to just be doing it. You hear me? Like, he needs to just be doing it. The parking lot needs clean. Go make yourself useful, nigga. Little nigga. You know what I mean? Clean this trash can out. That's why. Because if you're investing, giving a damn about who these niggas love after you raise them, you're wasting your time. They're not gonna give a shit. They're gonna do the opposite of what they think you want. You take him to church, he gonna want to be banging out the damn pastor, the choir, the boys on the choir or something. You know what I mean? You're taking to play football, he gonna be banging out the white girls. So it's just, I mean, she kind of has some concepts in there but the pieces and parts, I don't know if I know if this is your first time seeing this is my commentary on this, okay? It's very difficult to raise black males to do the right thing, period. That is just what it is. So wasting your damn time, just, you could, hopefully y'all can figure out how to get them to stop being killers. Let's go there first, right? Let's stop being killers and criminals. And then, stop with the illegal activities and the murders and the femicides. If you can do that as a mother, we salute you. Your name is going down in history. Okay? But this fantasy of this is a lazy generation of men out here. It's about it's about 4, shit. It's about 5 generations of lazy niggas on the planet right now. This is very hard for a woman to fix. All right.
But we are not teaching our sons to be our true loves. We shouldn't be. I need all of my mamas to add that disclaimer. Son, while you're here, this is what you're going to do so you know how to treat your wife. Come get this water. But I'm supposed to have a husband here to do this stuff. But because mama ain't got a husband, come get this water. We don't have those conversations with our sons. And I am convinced that this is why a lot of our sons feel responsible for us. I'm a boy mom, and it is not my son's responsibility to grow up and become a man so he can come back and take care of me. Not at all. I fully hope that my children understand that. I fully hope that I have done a good job in explaining that while mommy is single and there's no man in the house, I want you to help me fix the sink, because that's what a man does. I am showing my boys how to be a husband, but they are not my husband. And I see a lot of mamas not understand that. And we need to do better.
Have you heard of that?
Yeah, take the reason out of it. You don't have him do these things because you want him to be a good husband, because he's not going to be. They desire to be hoes. Like, that's just what it is. They have proven that for eons. And the minute you start talking about a wife, he's fantasizing about the 5 hoes that he's got on his phone. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't teach a snake to be a rabbit. You just can't. So you can't be telling them, oh, you're gonna, be this way, do this, because first of all, and coming from you, he's going to hate the thought of doing those things for a black woman automatically. So now you're teaching him how to do shit for a white girl or a non-black chick. That's how dysfunctional these Thunz are. Whatever you teach him, he's going to take it back to Becky or Lee. So you see how you're wasting your time either way you go with this? That's why I said make him pick up the heavy stuff. Let him clean the parking lot. Change the oil in the car. All of these things, not for no woman. Because you make him do it because he is a male. And you don't get into this shit about because you are a man. Because let's keep it 100. Most men are not men at this point. So don't even get his hopes up about that. Because he's going to see eventually that, damn, this is some bullshit. You puff him up, he's going to go around a bunch of males who are not really men. So understanding biology is about it. And that about it. You're doing this because you are XY, motherfucker. That's all. And then you're doing it because it's the right thing to do as an XY. That's it. And a whole bunch of other stuff.
That weird complex, it's called like Jocasta complex. If you haven't heard of it, look it up. Moms with their firstborn sons, for some reason there's like a weird, like the mom raises the son to like be like the husband that she wants. There's just a weird thing with moms and the firstborn son, I think. And for some reason, it's harder for men to kind of draw that boundary. And it's also weird because, you know, as a child, even if you're a man, like, you're still your mom's child. So maybe you don't really realize what's going on until you're in a romantic relationship where your mom feels threatened. Like, you're taking my son away from me. But it's like, whoa, you're not married to your son. You and your partner need to talk about it and need to create boundaries, because if you don't have boundaries and you don't communicate with your partner, it will cause a wedge between you and your partner.
Another generational trauma I didn't think about. Single black moms making their sons their husbands. Ooh. Or in the role as being a husband.
And the reason they're saying single moms is because there are so many single moms, but I still don't agree with this. This is just a black woman thing and a white woman thing, and it's just apparently it's a thing.
That's universal. I can't even just say with black women, because I've seen it. Actually, I've seen it on TLC. My bad. I ain't even realize. But that's actually crazy.
And I think that a lot of times that kind of goes into relationships, which can create a rift in the relationship.
Tell me how.
So I would say, like, for instance, black moms or moms, but we'll say black. Okay, black moms that make their sons their husbands per se tend to be very sheltering in their son's life and who they're dating. They become very territorial. They too much in your business. Everything that you talk to your mom about, there's no boundary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't learn that some things aren't really necessarily made for your mom to know about your relationship with your old lady. And then a lot of times, what you may talk to your mom in confidence with, she may come in and bring that energy to your significant other. So I think, like, it can, you're so busy trying to please your mom and your wife at the same, mom and your girl at the same time, it can cause, like that little topic about who's sitting in the front seat, your mama or your type shit.
It's emotional incest.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Ooh, that's deep.
That's right. That's a word, ain't it? That's a little loaded.
Emotional incest.
It is emotional incest. Like, girl, you got daddy issues. You don't know how to pick the right man, so you feel like you want to create the right man based on what you think he should be like, and it's like you're limiting his experience because it's almost like living vicariously through your son. And it's weird.
In fact, I would.
I do. I think women should hold these thuns accountable to women who are dating them. Yeah, if you see any weird shit, like, don't tolerate it. Don't put up with it. Like, if you feel like he's slighting you for his mama, and it's not something that you really believe in, like, women need to hold them accountable. Dump their ass. Go with your mom.
Dare say that mama's boys are a bigger problem than daddy's girls when it comes to marriage. Absolutely.
That's
mama's
true, because
boys.
I'm a daddy's girl.
Why? Because even if you're a daddy's girl, there are certain issues with that. But for the most part, a dad doesn't smother and hover in the same way. He may be paying for your stuff, right? He may be saying, hey, how can I buy you this, buy you that? And you're like, Daddy, I need this, Daddy. But he's not going to be smothering you in the same way that a mama will.
Yeah, because men are just wired differently.
We're
So
wired
men
different.
don't nurture in the way that a woman nurtures.
Yeah.
Your son is not your
Okay.
your man. Stop treating your son like he's your partner. He is not here to fill the void that man left in you. If there's any issues that you need to resolve in your soul as a woman, not as a mother, you need to work on them, because later on in life that man is gonna grow and he's gonna be causing a lot of issues with his little mommy drama because of you into his family and relationships.
If I was a woman in this lifetime, which I'm
I would have liked to hear her go a little bit more. Let me play a little bit of that again.
With his little mommy drama involved in your soul as a woman, not as a mother, you need to work on them, because later on in life that man is gonna grow and he's gonna be causing a lot of issues with his little mommy drama because of you into his family and relationships.
So what's really happening, y'all? These are a lot of Gen Z chicks and young millennial women who are talking about this. So apparently their moms are baby boomers. So these Gen Z and millennials are having to fight these baby boomer mothers off of these men. Y'all see what's going on? Do y'all realize this shit? Do you understand what I'm talking about?
If I was a woman in this lifetime, which I'm not, but if I was, I would very much pay attention to the relationship the guy I was interested in had with his mom, because it's going to tell you a lot about how your relationship with him is going to go. If he has a codependent relationship with his mom, you will never be the first woman in his life, and that's going to be a big problem, especially if you intend to have kids and to build a family. Some moms don't want to let go of their precious baby boy because their whole identity is wrapped up in that. That goes to codependence, and now they have dysfunctional relationships with other women.
Just what I was saying. Kick these boys' ass. Make them deal with it. You got a baby over there? Deal with your woman. Go over there. Y'all have your holidays, your Christmas, your Thanksgiving, your whatever's on your own. You're not going to be mooching off of the family over here. And these mothers got to deal with being bored as fuck without their sons around for holidays. I'm telling you, like, this will let everybody see where they really are. Your happiness, everybody should should be happy with their kids and all that stuff like that. But like, cut the codependency shit out. Okay? You don't do extended family stuff for every damn holiday. That's ridiculous. And make these chicks be accountable. Make these chicks cook this damn food. You got my little nigga, and you white girls got my little nigga. Cook for him like you cook the soul food for the little nigga. Okay, he didn't get to straddle the fence and get the benefits of the black mother while he's screwing the white hoes. What are y'all thinking about? And there's nice ways to say it. There's nice ways to get what I'm saying done real smooth like. Make these men feel it. Make these thuns feel it, since they think they're grown men. And y'all out here wanting to give them all of your accolades for being a successful son. What has he done? Except for lean on y'all and his baby mamas and all of this shit that he's not really being accountable for. Yes, went to go cook that mac and cheese, Becky. And you better not burn the barbecue, bitch. That's what we need to get on these hoes. I mean, like, we need to let these women feel it. Feel what it's like to be a nigga's mama. No more advice for these niggas. No more paperwork. No more praying all over them and they BS. These are some atheistic, agnostic. These niggas are agnostic. Are y'all awake in the chat? Hello? Damn. Replay gang, where you at? Y'all put comments in the damn comment section, replay gang. Yeah, but that's what they need to do. I have some good ass ideas, man. Y'all don't appreciate mad and how brilliant I am. I be on some brilliant commentary. Nobody can cut throat. Like all of these people are saying stuff. I've been talking about emotional incest with niggas and their mamas over 10 years ago. Like I'm not phased. I like that they're talking about it now. They didn't hear me say it, but it's just words have a way of working their way through the psyche of people. So I don't take credit for that. But I'm just saying, like, I saw that a long time ago, along with many of you ladies. But you know, it's just, yeah. I want women to toughen up. If their mamas is still trying to be in a picture like that and they all kissy kissy moochy moochy, nah, just cut them off.
And it's his mom.
Let me.
Is wrapped up in that. That goes to codependence, and now they have dysfunctional relationships with other women.
And it's his mom.
My boy mom's.
Hold on. It's a little blurred, but I gotta read that on the screen. It says when he wants to be cuddled and taken care of by his mom, have her live with him forever, picks her over his wife, kids, and family he created.
It's his mom.
My boy mom. Feel me on this, but my son has my heart and my soul. I obviously am obsessed with Stevie Lee. She is just the greatest little girl in the world. But my whole life, I always wanted to be a boy mom.
I could absolutely never relate to these boy moms. I find it to be incredibly incestuous to think this way. And I feel like let me backtrack. Since I've become a creator with a fairly large following, I have been very, very cognizant of the things that I talk about in regards to my children on this app. Because digitally, this is going to be here for a long time. And I always try to think, if my sons came across this video, how would that make them feel? And if I made a video saying that my youngest, my little baby boy, was the pride and joy, my heart and soul in my life, how do you think that would make my oldest son feel if he ever came across that? And not only that, but how would it make my youngest feel? This is such a strange type of boy mom trope or incredibly unhealthy relationship with their sons, and I will never relate to it.
We've all dated that one guy whose mother was quite literally obsessed with them, right? This isn't just like a me thing. This is like an all of us thing, right? Because I have done this. And let me just say, this was one of the worst experiences of my entire life, actually. I dated this guy years ago, right? And his mommy just loved him to death. And when I say loved, like a parent should love their kid, yeah. But like to the extent that the mom could never accept me as a girlfriend ever. She just did not like me no matter what I did. She just didn't like me at all. And there was nothing I could do to change that. And she would actively tell me how much she liked his ex-girlfriend. And I don't even know why, because this girl was like, just like crazy. But so was my boyfriend. Like, so they were great together, I'm sure. Like, him and I mix like oil and water. I'm not a psychopath, like usually, and he is all the time, and so we didn't mix well, and him and his ex-girlfriend mixed really well. But she would actively come into like his room, we'd be sitting there like watching TV or whatever, and she'd be like, I just really liked so-and-so, and she was so sweet, and blah, blah. And I'm like, bitch, have you met me? So
damn.
Anyway, I hope that she is able to marry her son like she so desperately wants to, and I just hope that wedding is beautiful and incestuous and just, oh yes, girl, incestuous wedding with your son, slay. I just would love to get a wedding invite for that.
He's my only. Yeah, that was disrespectful. His mom came in there and just told her, I really liked her. Oh wow, bye nigga. Like, I don't care if he's white. Bye, nigga.
Son, my only son, and he's not marrying her. So.
No.
No, we've talked about this. You're not marrying her.
We've not spoken about this. What are you
Well,
doing?
you can't marry her. Down. It's nothing to do with you. What a lad, brother. No, it's not. He's old enough to make his own bloody
He's my
decisions.
only son. My only son, and he's.
I told you, see that mom that was a baby bone mom. No, she's not gonna marry my only son. Oh my goodness. Never had a man be this. Did she literally post that just now? She never had a man be that obsessed with her. Oh, stop it, mamas. Y'all. Oh, damn it.
It's not. He's old enough to make his own bloody
He's my
decisions.
only son. My only son, and he's.
Terrible. That's terrible. That's terrible right
When I
there.
was pregnant with my son, I cannot tell you how many boy moms tried to convince me that I was going to love my son more than I'd love my daughter. I can confidently say that both my kids drive me equally fucking crazy. I love both of my kids with the fire of 1,000 suns, equally. My love for them has nothing to do with their gender. There were people who would try to convince me that I didn't know what a mother's love was like, yet, because I only had a daughter and I didn't have a son. And they were trying to convince me that I would not know what a mother's love was truly like until my son was born. I would always feel deeply offended when someone said this to me, because how dare you insult my daughter like that? You're telling me that my love for my daughter means nothing. You are telling me that only my love for my son is valid because he's a boy and it's different. It's not different to me. If you are treating your kids differently based on their gender and you're favoring your son because he's a male, do you think that your son is going to grow up respecting women? Because if you're clearly favoriting your son over your daughter, I promise you, those kids can feel that. It is already hard enough as it is to be a woman in this world. We want our girlies to just know that they can change the world and their gender is not going to hold them back.
I don't think a lot of men realize that they're.
But that's from the mother's side, which I actually like what she said. But you do have a lot of daughters, a lot of girls out here who are obsessed with men and phallus, and they're phallus worshipers, and they're male identified as well, and they're pick-me's and they're stupid for men as well. So having a mom like her, that's cool. But then you do have I'm just trying to identify with the mothers who have daughters who are stigmatized and all this other fucked up stuff too. So unfortunate for some of those moms who get it, but then their daughters don't get it.
Mother is in love with them. Fellas, it's not normal.
All right, let's back up and see this.
That their mother is in love with them. Fellas, it's not normal for your mother to be hostile to your girlfriend or wife. Unwarranted, of course. If she's a piece of shit, she's a piece of shit. And if she is, why are you with her? But if you hear your own mother saying, oh, she's taking you away from me. Oh, you always side with her instead of me. It's giving side piece behavior. And I bring this up, a lot of men are like, no woman's ever gonna love me like my mama does. They're not supposed to. Maternal love is supposed to be different from romantic love. A lot of times this happens either from single mothers or women who are married to absolute pieces of crap and they latch onto their sons for the emotional needs that their husbands don't give them. And when they finally come across a woman who's willing to bring it up and be like, that's odd. You dudes get super defensive of your mother. Oh, well, she's all I've ever had. She raised me. Yeah. And if she wasn't unhealthily attached to you, she would want you to find happiness. She should want to have a healthy relationship with the woman that you choose to spend your life with. Your mother should not be fighting for your attention. I don't necessarily blame a lot of men for going along with this because they don't know. They grew up and they thought it was normal. But when you have a woman who loves you and she cares about you and they sit you down and they say, this is a problem, maybe listen to her.
I don't know if it's only my mom.
I like her. I'm gonna have to find her page and see what else she's talking about. But yeah, that's on point. And I think women should just get the fuck out of here with that. Let me get back.
And she cares about you and they sit you down and they say, this is a problem. Maybe I don't necessarily blame a lot of men for going along with this because they don't know. They grew up and they thought it was normal. But when you have a woman who loves you and she cares about you and they sit you down and they say, this is a problem, maybe listen to her.
I don't know if it's only my
mom,
but my mom treats me so much different than my brother, and I don't know why. Like, I treat her better. I do treat her better, but she treats my brother better, or I feel like she baby my brother more. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just, I don't know. It makes me mad. It makes me very mad. Because why? And I need to know if it's only my mom. because it's not cool.
The secret reason why a narcissistic mother treats her son as her husband and is extremely jealous of you is that she does not want you to experience the love and affection she herself did not get in the marriage that was extremely broken. She does not want you to experience the stability and peace she was not allowed to feel. That is what makes her vengeful. She is the type of a person who, if cannot find any peace in her life, would not let anybody have it. And that's why there is no reconciliation here. That's why no matter how much you try, she is going to destroy your life. She is going to destroy your marriage. And she will make sure she is involved in every affair that she shouldn't be a part of.
This message is for
Notice the non-black people are bringing into the conversation the married mothers as well who are doing these things. So
all the boy moms who hate men or who have dissented men out of their lives. I just want you to know that it's not fair to your son to have to be the man in your life to take care of you. We know this, that so many women have sons who don't have a relationship with men, who hate men, or all this, that they put so much pressure on their boys to be there for them and to take care of them. And a lot of it is a lot of manipulation and guilt tripping into their sons to be the man in their lives. Because you've chosen to not create healthy relationships with men, to allow certain things from men, to not get the result from men, you have now put it on your son to be there for you. And in turn, it creates unhealthy relationships with him, for him with women in his life, because you are making him feel like you are the most important thing in his world. And if anyone comes before him, you know, he's a terrible child. I can't tell you the countless amount of times of working with women who are having these disagreements or tough relationships with their partner's mothers because of that right there, right? Their mother won't let them go. Their mother guilt tripping them to feeling bad. They have to be there in every way possible for their mom because she doesn't have anybody. So now he can't live his life. He can't be happy with his family. He can't be the husband that he may want to be because he has to now make sure that his mother knows that she's not forgotten. But had you had chosen better, had you had made better choices, had you done the work to heal, your son would not have to be your everything and when it comes to being the man in your life. It's just not healthy. It's not fair. And as women who have sons, just know that your son is not here to be your man. He's there to be your son. That's it. That's all.
That weird mom-son relationship dynamic where mom puts their son on some kind of a pedestal. They can do no wrong. No girl will ever be good enough for them. And if there's a second sibling that happens to be a girl, there is a very distinct differentiation between which one is the favorite and this kind of preference. In psychology, we actually have a term for this and a phenomenon that happens in family systems. It's called immeshment. Immeshment is basically when people, particularly parents and children, lack boundaries and emotional autonomy, and all those things kind of fuse together. But how does mother-son immeshment happen? So mother-son immeshment happens normally when the son takes on the role of a companion for the mom. So normally here, the mom's partner, like the dad, is normally emotionally unavailable, super busy with work. So then the mom puts the role that would normally be assigned to the husband onto the son. The mom and son's identity has now merged and he has lost his independent identity. So everything his mom wants, he wants. Everything his mom needs, he needs. And you have seen that phenomenon where it's like, well, my mom doesn't want this. Well, my mom doesn't want that. And then you're kind of maybe sometimes in relationships with people like this and they're like, well, it's not about your mom, it's about us. We're in a relationship, but the mom will always be that main figure. What are some common traits within the men who have an enmeshed relationship with their mom? So one of them is that they always try to gear their romantic partners to please their family members, specifically their mom. So they have to be in alignment and not pose a threat to the mothers. They are ambivalent to any form of commitment. You will always play second fiddle to the mother. That means if you're a partner with someone like this, your opinion will be more than likely third. They hide behind what other people want from them. So they'll pick career paths that suits them based off of the approval of their parents, and they can't make decisions for themselves. They have to run it by these authority figures in their lives. Their sense of autonomy is completely just not present. The really interesting thing here is that sometimes you'll catch yourself wondering why they treat their moms like their romantic partners. So it'll be like, are you into your mom? Like, why are you treating her like that? And another thing, which is super unhealthy, is that they would want to be coddled and babied the way that their mothers did for them, you know, do everything for them.
First of all, I'm not yet a mother, but one thing I'm sure of, if I ever have kids, there won't be anything like I love my son more than my daughter because sons just have this special bond with their mothers. No, I pray that I love my kids equally, and that's what I'll strive for. I feel like that just creates unnecessary rivalry between your kids and, you know, this hidden hatred, and no, I wouldn't want that. And also, why are you so codependent on your son? Like, that is your son. He isn't your husband. He isn't your boyfriend. Why do you feel some type of way when your son begins to date? Like, really? These stories have really made me cringe because it's like, oh my God, is he your husband or is he your son? Like, what exactly? And the mother that said she's in love with her son and the one that literally has sex with her 13-year-old ladies, is it that bad? Like, how did we get here? Really, how did we get here? Personally, I feel if you are a boy and you were raised by your mom and you know your mom is that, you know, codependent on you, I feel like when you're dating, when you mature and you have a family of your own, you need to set boundaries with your mom. I understand she's your mom and you love her and stuff, but you should also consider the family you're trying to build. Your mom shouldn't dictate each and everything happening in your home. Your mom shouldn't dictate, you know, how you run your family and stuff. Like, you should set boundaries. Anyways, guys, tell me what you think about this. Let's discuss further in the comment section below. And yeah, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notified each and every time I drop a
yeah. Yeah, so a lot of this stuff is happening because of what this chick right here said when she was saying, you know, the absent father or the father's dead, but he really ain't shit. So a lot of women latch onto their sons. Okay. And yeah. So this is a global, pretty broad. This, I was looking for that one, that chick that was doing that kissing sound.
It's his mom.
Oh, which one is slow? Let's see.
Problem. Especially if you intend to have kids and build a family. Some moms don't want to let go of their precious baby boy because their whole identity is wrapped up in that.
Preach.
That goes to codependence. And now they have dysfunctional relationships with other women.
And it's his mom.
My boy mom.
Damn, these men done made these women mad out here. These Thunz. Man, I tell you. It's just a wrap, you know? It's just a wrap. That's why this stuff is happening. It's a wrap. See, how do I stop the screen? Yeah, it's just a wrap. That's all. Hit the like button. Go ahead and hit it. Yeah, I just don't like it. I don't like the way these women are handling things with these sons still. And obviously it's sort of global, you know. That's why I tell the ladies, it doesn't really matter where you go. People are so screwed up at this point. once you get on the inside of the dynamics with people, you're going to see a lot of the same stupid stuff going on. Y'all sons are not worth all of this, okay? Stop putting them on pedestals and then denying that that's what you're doing. Because if you know, like most black women end up finding out, you need to detach from them. And you need to talk to your daughters if they're pushing you away about not pushing you away. Because they don't know a damn thing either. So they don't get to push you away and be right about it. They don't get to push you away and then you listen to her ass. No. Break her ass in, make her understand. This is different. You're different. You're better. You're going to get treated differently. You're going to get treated better. And you're going to learn to like that. You're not a boy, so don't look for the freedom of a boy. Because when you get older, you're going to be like one of these chicks on TikTok complaining about how nobody gave a fuck about you and how you notice all your boyfriends' mothers love them. So, I mean, you just got to give the full picture to these people out here nowadays. It's, hopefully I just hope things will change for society at some point. That, the birth rate will continue to fall. Women will continue to wake up. These mammies, mothers, pick-me's, all of that, they will stop treating their sons like they're God's gift to women or to the planet, because they're not. They're parasites. How do you treat a parasite? You treat a parasite like a parasite. They're just feeding off the planet like everybody else. They're not special because they're boys or males. Very few males are actually doing what the hell they're supposed to be doing as males, let alone men. So don't get so excited about them. Don't get so excited about people who are relying on men as if they're not men. You hear what I said? I think that that's the problem. Men depend on other men as if they're not men. So that tells you that they ain't doing what the hell they need to do anyway. So how are they special? They're not. He's calling AAA to come tow his shit when he gets a flat tire. How's that special? He can't change a battery in the dead of a Chicago snowstorm. He doesn't know what to do. So how you know what I'm saying? Women, look, why don't we just redefine what a man is? Okay. All right, this is what I'm gonna do before we go. I'm gonna look the definition up. Because I like to play with the actual definition of a word. So let's look up the definition man. Go ahead, hit it. We're back to square one. A man is an adult male human being. That's all it says. I mean, every dictionary. In an individual human, especially an adult male human. There's nothing else going on with that. So that tells you that women have inadvertently or intentionally given men credit for just having a penis. So when women do that, it starts with the mothers. So then if you're only giving these thuns credit because they have penises, then you have to say, what's so special about the penis? Two things: makes you feel good, and they piss out of it. You see that? I could get real gutter right now because all I'm saying is if we are only going to value them for being males because they can, because of their phallus, because they can piss out of it and have and shoot sperm, then what side of this are these mothers falling on? Oh, he can piss out of his out of the phallus. Nope. It reminds me of his dad. It makes me feel good. I like him because he reminds me of what makes me feel good. Oops. Well, then that's a problem. I think this is going over y'all heads. Some of y'all. I'm just getting to the bottom of the biology here. They do nothing except for have a penis, and their mothers praise them. They depend on other men like you depend on men to fix your car or pack your shit up and help you move from one glorious home to another. So what is the point? The point is there's nothing so special because a lot of these motherfuckers are parasites and bottom feeders. So then we have to give them a socialized definition of what a man is. And that's a whole nother topic. But I think we've touched on some of it. They better be doing something that you can't do. They better be doing a lot of things that you can't do. And they better be things that's useful to you. And I'm not talking about serving you or catering to you as a woman. I'm talking about because they think that that's the thing to do as a man. See, that's real cutthroat right there, what I just said. That goes back to what I said the sons should do. Do the shit, not for their mother, not for their future wives or baby mamas. Do it because you're an XY, and that is all. I could go off on this, but that's why men are going crazy in the world, because nobody's giving them any accountability. Everybody's giving them praise for being males. Their moms, their baby moms, their grandmoms. You send them to prison. Everybody in prison is loving them. What are you in here for? I killed my baby mom. What you in here for? Kill my wife. All right, let's fuck. Okay. That's how it, I mean, you know what I'm saying? This is a man's world. It's a man's world, just like damn James Brown said. Damn. I'm trying to have them feel the pain out here. Like Method Man. I'm trying to bring this pain on these men. They gotta feel the pain. At some point, it can't be all easy. Their mom's making it too easy. In fact, you heard the story a few years ago where this little piece of shit on the screen. Y'all remember this story? One of the crime shows, Black Girl in Lost. I think she just got around to doing this one. I don't watch her channel as much as I used to. Shout out to Black Girl in Lost. Aaliyah Gordon. I don't watch as many of them now. I watch a lot of Twisted Crime and Crime Wednesdays. They all talk about the same stories. But this one was on Black Girl in Lost the other day, and I thought it was a recent thing. This happened like 3 years ago. This little nigga killed his mama. She was 41, a local singer in Virginia. You know why he killed her? Put it in the chat. You know why this bitch nigga demon? He killed his mama because she caught him having sex in her house. And she had told him to not be having these women in his house and not to have sex in the house. So she caught him in that. And the argument got so bad, you know how it is. The argument got so bad they went out. It took it up. It somehow they ended up outside because she was telling him to get his shit and get out. Thank you, Winter Glow. Y'all get them likes up for Mad for doing this, all right? Because I do what I do. Killed his mama because she caught him having sex. And she got so mad and frustrated. He probably had been doing it before. And he just got so mad. He went in his car, got the gun, shot her right there, in the driveway. Shot her dead. That's what's happening out here. And that happened 3 years ago. And y'all know these niggas, they've been evil for a long time. Like, sick with it. They've been sick with it. They've been sick over their mamas for a long time. Because, I mean, if I had to roast a nigga, I would say, why would you want to have sex in your mom's house and she's already told you not to do it? Then he shot her mom, killed her. The neighbors called the EMS. He goes to the hotel with the chick and commenced to fucking and continue fucking. And that's when they went and picked him up from the hotel. That's where they picked him up. I mean, I know they have stories of daughters killing mothers and mothers killing daughters, but nothing like these sons killing their mothers. And I think some of the news stories said she didn't want to give up on him. She didn't want to give up on him. She wanted to keep him around, help him out. It's hard. It's hard for these women to detach from these sons for some reason. It's pitiful when you know you have a baby ape on your hip and they clinging on for dear life. That's hard. That's not easy. But let these niggas go back out in the wild. That's what I'm thinking. Let them go back out in the wild. That's where they belong. That's what you should do. You have to see the end from at the beginning with these niggas. Just imagine the worst case scenario. Go ahead and detach and deal with it. Cry. I'm letting him out of the house because, like for example, this is on a different topic, but like this one woman, she, saw her husband, he was cheating with a man. She posted all this stuff on social media, of course, and he got mad. He shot her in the parking lot at the courthouse after they got divorced. Well, look, you have to think like that already at the beginning. My son's fucking in the house. Okay, if I tell him to stop fucking, this could turn into a crime scene. That's what, you'll be, I'll become his victim or something like that. You just have to think like that. You have to think that way with these niggas. He's gonna get mad, it's just caught him cheating with another man. If I say anything, if I post this on social media and tell the world what he did, he's gonna get mad. If I get divorced, he's gonna get mad. He's gonna kill me. He's gonna, if I tell him he's ugly, he's gonna kill me. If I tell him he's broken, stink, he's gonna kill me. If I say, get out of my house, he's gonna kill me. If I'm asking for rent, it's part of the rent, he's gonna kill me. You see what I'm saying? That's how evil what we're dealing with is. It's like that comedian from Queens of Comedy. You fuck with me, you stuck with me. That's what's going on. You fuck with these niggas, you stuck with these niggas. There's no getting out. You're a prisoner in your own happy little world with them. And for some women, that makes them feel good. It's a form of security. You're permanently stuck with somebody. You always got somebody there. They'll kill you if you change your mind, but you'd rather live with the thought of them killing you as long as you can be there. I won't challenge this nigga. I'll be forever indebted to my man and my boy. But then, to be fair, I totally saw a crime show where the Brad, I was going to do a live about that. Basically the Brad killed a black woman. She found out he was on the down low, bisexual, BDSM or whatever those letters are website, and she found out, and he killed on her damn birthday. She called him out. He killed on her birthday. Like, so what does that tell you? So black women can't say shit to Thunz or nobody. So it's a cop out for these mothers to love these sons like this because it makes it seem like they're scared of these damn niggas without even admitting it. But anyway, that's what I have for this live. I'm gonna get off of here right now, and y'all keep hitting the likes. Continue hitting the likes. Y'all already know my channel has been severely shadow banned. One day I'd love to start a new channel, but I don't have time. I've been really busy. So just hit the damn like anyway. Hit it like it's a new channel. Hit the live like it's a new channel. As if it's not shadow banned. Comment like it's 1999. You know, comment as the replay game. And definitely join the Patreon as if you want me to keep coming back. Because that's what that means. All right. I got a lot of people in that free tier, but y'all stop playing with me. Join that damn Patreon. I'm not playing with y'all. Because I have a very full life, and it could easily be where I don't come back to YouTube if I don't feel like if people keep playing with me now. No, I'm messing with y'all. But I would like to be mildly compensated for my portion of these YouTube streets. I'm only hanging in there because I know I like to do commentary, and I have some amazing supporters as it is. So I just want y'all to keep it going. I see you. I want to tell my ladies tomorrow what I have been doing on these real life streets, so they'll understand what's going on with me, and I'll be doing that in the private live. Because everything I go through, it is always attached to something really esoteric, spiritual, metaphysical, sometimes scientific. It is what it is. I'm just glad. I'm sorry to see these Thunz are like, it's the spirit, the demon Thunz spirit is like, it's out all over the planet. Like, women are disgusted. These white chicks, everybody's disgusted with these mothers. Over mothering these bitch ass men. Sorry, that's terrible. Women are still having to deal with this. We tried to stop it, y'all. We tried to like, wave the white flag. Like, y'all niggas are weak. Y'all mamas treating y'all like y'all are more special than girls. That's lame. That's toxic. But it's still spread all over the fucking world, and it was always happening anyway. So women are just getting called out. But anyway, with all that being said, y'all just do what you got to do. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next live. And I'll talk to my patrons and supporters on the private sector very soon. Black women forever, and I'm out.